Hello to my Leos. Leos, this is your video for April 7th through the 14th, which is going to push us right on through this full moon. Full moon, full moon. All right, let's get into it. Let's get right into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. It's going to expose a lot of your like in the previous video, I talked about like your hidden gifts and hidden talents and those things a lot of people kind of forgot about. A lot of people forget about their hidden gifts and talents. Maybe because for whatever reason, maybe you think you're too old to, pursue maybe learning how to play an instrument or paint or who knows. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into it. Leos, let's go. So, every word I speak is with love and truth and good intention. Okay? All right. Let's get into it. Let's get right into your reading. Let's get into your reading. All right. All right. Yeah, in the previous card, in the previous reading, looks like there is somebody felt victorious. They were, on center stage about maybe there was with the letter V, looks like this divide, some kind of a divide there. But there is, and I don't know who a person is, but somebody is being an open book about something. Somebody is telling on. There could be two people who are telling something about something. I don't know who the people are. Only you would know. This is a general reading, so take only what resonates with you, right? Here's a 4 wands here. So, you have something new. Something new. Like some kind of new excitement. Somebody is basically saying about what excites you. What excites you. So that number 4 in fire, what excites you? Like what is it that excites you? What are you interested in? What excites you? What do you put your energy towards? Right? What do you put your energy towards? We see this tambourine here. We see hanging out with somebody. We see a tent here. We see fire up under the tent. So somebody may be motivated by music, inspired by music, but that's also a frequency too. So what kind of music are you inspired by, right? You and your friends, what kind of music are you and your friends inspired by? What kind of messages, because that's also a form of spell work, right? What kind of music do you all listen to? What kind of mood does it put you all in? There's already a fire sign. What gets you fired up? In a good way or in a bad way, right? Right? If somebody is an open book, somebody is an open book. Here's the Emperor card, right? So somebody who has gone through a dark night of the soul. Somebody who has gone through a dark night of the soul can attest to something. So somebody who has gone through a dark night of the soul can attest to something. In other words, your truth about a situation may not be somebody else's truth in their experience, right? And it could be, yours could be true, theirs could be true as well. Their truth may be totally different than your truth. So that's where you agree to disagree without being disagreeable. You sitting in there where I've known somebody longer and they lying and I know they have a history of lying. They may not be, right? Whatever. So somebody is grateful that one thing is behind you, but remember, in this card right here is ruled by Mars, which is the energy planet. But what's hidden in Mars is an obsession. That's when you hear people go, "Oh my God, I'm having a tower moment." Because somebody is obsessed with something. Somebody is obsessed with something and they got you wrangled into something, Leos, that you somehow keep trying to save somebody. And Source Kip has been telling you for years. And I know that because 8 is a karmic number. So that's like being caught in someone else's karmic cycle. You're a fixed sign, so you're almost like you're fixated on it, right? So I feel like somebody's going to be redefining the word friend at this point, because you see this a lot in workplaces too. When we're talking about creativity, somebody's going to be redefined friend for real, because friend could be like a family member that you are loyal to. I mean, like to the soil, and they didn't tell you everything, a part of something. Now they got you looped into some stuff. Now all heck is breaking loose. Somebody at work, you right there, got their back. They ain't tell you something, right? Now they got you caught up in some mess, and you don't even know what the heck. You sitting there just bug-eyed out, looking like, what the heck? So somebody has been having conversations behind someone's back, creating something. Okay. Somebody that you're familiar with. And something took off like a wildfire with about 2 people. Rebirth. Rebirth. So, somebody forced somebody to go through a rebirth. 2 people forced somebody to go through a rebirth. That's what they're motivated by. Whoever these energies are, they force somebody to go through a rebirth. And somebody has proof. So, here we have the 2 of Wands here. These 2 energies were, so you're leaving something in the past. You're leaving something in the past, right? You have a window of opportunities that lie ahead. Source is saying to you, somebody may be traveling the globe, but you're going to learn when to get off the bus. This right here, you're going to learn when to get off of this fixated on whatever. I don't know, fixated on something. Somebody was pretty much set on people fly. It's like basically like telling believing some kind of lie about people flying somewhere. It was something that was created around something. People flying somewhere for something. This is where the compassion comes in. This is where taking off the cape I talk about all the time in my reading. So if you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're coming back, welcome back. This is where somebody is learning how to take off the superhuman cape and say, okay, I need to start pouring into myself. When people start getting shady and they excited about the wrong stuff, gossiping, lying about people, familiar with this and familiar with that, coming up out of them conversations. I don't know nothing about it. I don't have any clarity. I don't have any clear nothing about it. You just rambling, talking about whatever. I don't even know what you're talking about. So, talking about people behind their backs. I don't know nothing about it. All I know is that somebody just moved on quietly through their life. That's all I know. So death, in a sense, can mean like death of a marriage, like a cycle could have closed out. Somebody's marriage could have ended, their job could have ended, and they just quietly moved on with their lives. Somebody started believing lies about people flying places, like taking a flight somewhere, 2 people taking a flight somewhere. There's all this stuff created behind people's backs. So somehow you got looped into something. Here's a Tower card. The danger about familiar spirits, Leos, is that they are also familiar with you. They're familiar with with what motivates you. That's a danger of being around familiar spirits. They're also familiar with what motivates you. What motivates you to take off like a rocket? Here's a Justice card. So your enemies are being exposed. So there's inner enemy being exposed and outer enemies being exposed. What I was about to say about redefining the word friend is, you see this a lot of times in the workplace. Like, somebody could be related to, maybe by marriage, or, well, not always by blood, but by marriage, to maybe leadership, or somebody who's your manager or boss or whatever at work. They could be married to somebody in their family or whatever, which kind of puts a kind of, it makes it awkward. It makes it really, really awkward, because you almost feel like the rules are different for some people than it is. So, but this is where your strength card comes in. This is your card is the strength card. In a very meek way, people still see meekness as being weak. Move on. Learn how to say, you know what? I'm getting as far away from people as possible. They motivated by the wrong stuff. I don't want to be even associated with certain people. I don't even want to be associated with certain energies who are just ruthless. So, I'm seeing you're free from something. You're a free-spirited energy, yourself. And that's what you can relate to with other people who are free-spirited themselves. And so you're working on something. But something has just been exhausting. Something has been exhausting. But somebody has, because what's hidden in the Tower card is also judgment. People who would judge people who are free-spirited. So if you know you're a free-spirited person, why would you judge another person who is free-spirited? I mean, like that make sense. Whether they're a man or woman, why would somebody? So somebody is saying it's something you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind what motivates you. What motivates you to stay fixated on staying connected to energies who are ruthless? Almost going to force a person to be something that they're not. Like you're going to force something on a person. Because people assume something. So you're tossing something into a burning bowl. Somebody had a dream or a download about something that they can recount, even if, because when they were apart, this is right here, this is a gift that someone has when somebody is in survival mode. That when they are apart from energies, they literally feel what somebody is going through. So if someone's skin is broken, they'll bleed. And this may sound crazy to some people. Y'all go look all it up online if you want to. If someone is sick, they will feel sick to their stomach. Headache, whatever. They're picking up on energy. They're on a particular frequency. Right? If somebody's in danger or fearful of something, they're picking up on that energy. So even if people recount it, if they say, they had a dream about such and such, for them that dream could be so clear to them if they were sitting down talking to somebody and hadn't even talked to the other person to recount a dream that they had, and they saying that this is psychic energy. They were saying X, Y, and Z. Somebody would be looking at them like, how the heck? Somebody had to tell them something. So it's just saying to you, looking at your cards here, tossing something into a burning bowl, or like being around these ruthless energies, and what do you need to release? What do you need to release? You don't have any competition. You don't have any competition. So I'm trying to help somebody to close out cycles in love. Close them out. No holding on to any, you know. Remember, you all are ruled by the sun. You all are ruled by the sun. Yep, you all are ruled by the sun. So, Source has exposed your enemies. Your enemies are energies who, like I said before, like I gave an example of somebody working for somebody could be married to, this could be your situation or not. Somebody could be married to their boss's family member, right? So because they are at family dinners, they are this, they are that, you know, they know things that the staff in the office wouldn't know about. They know things that the staff wouldn't know. So if they were to do something in the office, it would put the manager in a position of like, okay, this is going to be awkward because they're married to a family member. They could have had a conversation with that person like, hey, you put me in a really difficult position, you know, here, because I mean, put me in a really difficult position here. But the person just keeps, you know, keeps doing something, right, until a tower falls. The Source is trying to help somebody learn how to say, okay, you need to unravel yourself from some energies, these karmic cycles. These karmic cycles, because you be celebrating one day and just like that, real fast, boom, the tower. And that's what Source is saying. What do you need to release? This right here is like snowy, icy something. And remember, we had a full moon in your zodiac sign. Is a full cold moon in Leo in February. So it's like you need to get from around people who are connected to ruthless energy, because it's a reflection on you. They're familiar with, if they tell you something, what's going to set you off. What's going to set you off, whether it's a truth or a lie. Getting you all in, you know, riled up about something. Next thing you know, yeah, there it is, the Magician card. You're dealing with two dark magicians. Two dark magician energies who got you caught up into some mess. Who like to bully people because they're around these ruthless energies. So it's coming. Hope is on the horizon in the face of challenges. Remember that nothing lasts forever. Trust that the universe has good things in store for you. It's coming. Prayer warriors let Source fight their battles. They close out cycles and move on. If that means they got to cut people off for life, they will cut people off for life. Let people say whatever and think whatever. They move on. They move on with their lives. Instant manifestation. Soul and mind working together create a dream in the heart. You have nothing to lose. You carry the dream. Your intention is pure. Be ready to receive. Somebody wants to make sure they broke somebody's spirit. Time to act. You don't have to know everything in advance. Take the first step and watch it all unfold. You can deal with whatever your path reveals. You are ready. So it's just telling you, you need to free yourself. You need to free yourself. Because I'm telling you, whatever this is, if you're dealing with a light high priestess, I'm talking about somebody who's gone through a dark night of the soul themselves, they no joke. They'll come right in and through an account in their mind. Not have even been there. Could have been a whole continent away from somebody. Could have been states away, and can recount something that sounds crazy to some people, but how in the world? Well, the military hires psychics. So, yeah, the military hires psychics. So, like I said before, source is saying to you, listen, somebody is trying to help you with something. Somebody's trying to help you with something. Like when source tells you to close out a cycle, I don't care how much fun you've been having with somebody, especially if they've kept you in the dark about something very unhealthy or wounded. That is what I have for you. That is what I have for you. But yeah, I mean, all kinds of people hire psychics. I mean, like, you go to your corner in your where you live, people go to psychics. I mean, like, look it up online. You look it up online. You look it up online. Plenty of people, reach out to psychics. They don't think it's weird, strange, spooky, or crazy at all. You look it up online. Take a minute to put some energy towards some research. So, but so that you can start putting your energy towards things that, like, if somebody could have a new job. Somebody could have a new love coming across their path, something that you're passionate about in a very positive way. Somebody could be moving. I mean, it's like I said, I'm seeing a lot of travel here in your cards. You and somebody could be flying somewhere. Somebody could have a new love coming across their path. Somebody could be flying all over the world. Y'all free, like just feeling very free, and all of that. And in your travels, you may say, you know what, you may run across somebody who reads cards, or one of the clairvoyance, claircognizance, sentience, audience, whatever, and be like, you know what, you may come across a fair like this where it's a tent, and say, yeah, let me go see, let's go read the cards, let me see what the cards say. That's how a lot of people get into reading cards. It starts off with a question. That's the question. Like, okay, I need answers to something. I'm not getting answers fast enough, so let me just try. Let's see. Let me get some quick answers to something real quick. It could be something just that simple. Boom. So clean your space. It could be something that simple. You go to a carnival. Your whole life you could have said, I don't believe in that. That's evil. People are, I heard that such and such and such and such about card reading. You could literally go to a carnival with friends under a tent somewhere. Somebody got cards or got a crystal ball or whatever, talking about reading future or whatever. You can go there and just say, okay, this is fun. And then find out you're a light high priestess. Your intuition. And guess what? People going to demonize you. That is what I have for you. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.